Hello and welcome to the Tristan channel, and in this video we'll be reacting to a video the channel that I haven't reacted to for a while, and that is Impossible. That's what the name of the channel is, and this video is called Mysterious and Creepy Videos That You've Never Seen Before. Okay, let's see. Now in the past, I must admit, just as you know, I did have some apprehensions, or I'll try not to do it so much in this video, but I used to moan quite a bit because a lot of stuff he showed on the things could be explained. But anyway, so I'll try not to do that. I'm going to try and be cool, man. Be cool, okay? So anyway, as always, with any channel I react to, the link to their channel is in the description below, okay? So let's check this out, shall we? Whoop, right. Maximum, yes, that's...
Вам видно? Вам видно?
No spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers, look away, no spoilers.
Mira, aún sigue ahí estático, no se mueve. Está parado ahí todavía.
What? Bentley? What is this?
Hi, I'm James LaFleur, and you're watching the
Hey,
Impossible
James.
channel. Welcome aboard. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on for more videos like this. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the strangest, the creepiest, and the most unexplained TikTok videos that will definitely make you question everything. From a mysterious 10-foot tall being that showed up in many different places all over the world to unexplained glitches in the Matrix, you're definitely in for a treat. Are you guys ready? Well,
Oh yes.
let's go. In June 1947, a very strange incident took place near Roswell, New Mexico. This incident, which involved a supposed crashed UFO and bizarre reports of recovered aliens and spacecrafts, became one of the most famous events when it comes to UFOs. Then, in the 1960s, man stepped on the moon for the first time, and in 1975, there was the notorious Travis.
Sorry. And for those who say the moon landing was fake, can I just say, when you look at it, I mean, there's even people who were directors of the time who actually tell you the sort of films they had, etc. And yes, despite the fact that 2001 Space Odyssey was brilliant, let's just say, apart from the fact you had 44,000 or something stupid, there's loads of people, it wasn't just people at Cape, there's loads of people involved in this project. So it's like, I'm pretty sure it'd be more than just, a convenient one person, or, you know what I mean? And also, Russia would have turned around and said, there's loads of people who could verify if it's fake or not, because there are some amateur radio people who picked up the signal as well. There's all kinds of factors, eh? But they actually worked, this film director guy said, the irony is, it would actually work out cheaper just to go to the moon than it would to fake it with the film they had, because some of the best films, the best quality film we have is also expensive. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It just gets a bit silly. And what's it, Mythbusters as well. It's very hard to fake the zero. You can't replicate the 0G or low gravity jumping on Earth with like wires or something. You know what I mean? The only way we could do that is film it in a plane, but we didn't do that sort of shit, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I'm sure they did tests where you do weightlessness and things like that, but you can't fit a whole film studio into a plane and then tilt the... No, it's just stupid. So anyway, but I think also it is a slap in the face to humankind. You know what I mean? It's one of our many greatest achievements. You know what I mean? Apart from the pyramids and all that sort of thing. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, it's also ironic as well, because a lot of these conspiracy theorists are American. It's like, what, you're pissing on your own nation. It's like, seriously? Be proud that you've done something, you know?
Walton case, where a man was supposedly abducted by aliens.
What did they look like?
I guess it's a pretty typical description nowadays.
very large eyes, hairless, 2 eyes, nose, mouth. I didn't see them speak.
From then on, movies like Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Thing is, though, he forgot to mention you had actually before the, sorry to piss on his fireworks, but before that, and I think it's before, might have been before the moon landing, but he's sort of left out the Betty and Barney Hill incident. And it's quite funny as well because what makes me think they're being genuinely honest is, so I'm just sorting out my vape juice, is you're like, why would they, considering that they were an interracial couple, which is frowned upon in them days, because you still had racism, etc. It's kind of, why would you go, hi, we're married, you know what I mean? Why would you scream out to the world and draw attention to yourself? It doesn't make sense. But yeah, so you had Betty Barney Hill. Travis Walton's case was a famous one, but there's so many cases before him that were popular. You know what I mean? Sorry.
TV series like The X-Files, that sort of thing, it became a trend. And now with the internet, it's become more than a trend. Hundreds of new videos are
And he's forgot Project Blue Book as well.
uploaded every day of mysterious phenomena and unidentified craft flying in the sky. It's come to a point where you can actually feel some sort of tension in the air. People are expecting some sort of disclosure. Do aliens actually exist? Where do they come from? Is our moon possibly inhabited by them? Now, even though there are no official answers to some of these questions, there's definitely something strange
They
going
make a good
on.
base, the moon.
Kukaj se to so 4 tote.
To sú moje pasy.
Hej.
In the past couple of weeks, there have been several strange videos pop.
Isn't that light beams? You like have them in New York where they fire lights up in the sky? Isn't that just what it is? That, you know, that video? You know what I mean? Because some of these could be oh, don't hurt my lip. Some of these could be put down to just urban stuff. You know what I mean?
Been up online, and some of them caught my attention.
Yeah.
What's this?
What is that?
Starting with this one, posted by an internet user by the name of NikkiFly23 on Reddit. He writes, an amateur astronomer from Germany records an unusual craft the night of December 18th, 2023. This is what he saw. Check this out. Now, even though this is not the best quality there is, we can clearly see what looks like a red, luminous object hovering above the moon. We can also see its reflection, which makes this video very interesting.
So I'm not that self-conscious, but because my hair is so white, from there upwards, because the light, it makes it look like I'm like bit like Doc Brown or Count Olaf. You know what I mean? It's like a big fucking forehead with a, you know what I mean? It's like, it's one of the things I hate. I should have brushed my hair after watching Cards versus Marble, a collab I did with Sergeant Powers Twinkies. I watched that video and fucking hell, I should have combed my hair, brushed my hair if I did that video.
After being uploaded, the video amassed thousands of views and internet users were
Well, with
divided.
you guys, so it's alright, you know.
Some think that this has to be fake,
We're just chilling, watching
while
videos.
others state that this is the real deal. And I believe it could be the real deal, mostly because Another person captured the same thing weeks after while taking random photographs of the moon. These are some of the pictures, and if we enhance and zoom in, you can see what looks like the same red luminous object.
Can I just say as well, a lot of the green flary stuff in the sky, it kind of made me think of the H.G. Wells, War of the Worlds, you know, like the shoot. Oh God, especially that song where it goes, the chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, they said. Do. The chances of anything coming from Mars 1,000,000 to 1. And then it's got Richard Burton's voice saying, and a green flare shot out from the surface of Mars. Fucking awesome.
So there's apparently something going on the moon's surface, and it started about a month ago. But the pictures and videos are really bad in quality, and it doesn't seem like much is going on, right? Wrong. Things start to get really much stranger when an internet user by the name of Allison NYC posted a mysterious video of red luminous spheres hovering above Medellin, Colombia just a couple of days ago.
Weird. What is that?
Allison was staying at a hotel and she was feeling very sick, so she had her blinds closed. This is until she all of a sudden had this urge to open the blinds and look outside, and when she did, she captured something chilling on camera, and this is what she saw.
Is that?
They're aliens from another planet.
Shut up, Arden. What is it? For real, what is that thing?
Let's open the window.
Maybe it's
Don't open the window with the...
Shh. Turn the TV off, please.
No.
they're coming towards us.
Why is it glowing at the bottom? What is that?
Please tell me
I
it's
hope they take us away. Let's go check out
Be
some.
I thought it was a
quiet,
hot weather
Brendan.
balloon,
Don't
but...
be annoying. I swear you have to
I hope
always
it's
be annoying.
I hope
Sorry, not
it's
weather balloon,
a
hot air balloon.
They're gonna go.
What is it?
Is that
What's
that,
glowing on the
that
bottom of it?
orange dog thing? I'll get that.
It's way too big for a drone.
That's not a
That's not a helicopter.
That's not a
It's
drone.
not.
There's
No, that's weird looking. It's circular.
It could be. Maybe we're getting spied on.
By what?
Daddy.
Huh?
It's
Why
typically
won't
disc
it
shaped,
zoom
isn't it?
in like I needed to?
That might
Usually
be-
it zooms in really good, but this isn't zooming very good.
Let me get my phone.
Potato.
It's like just
Coming
turning into
literally
a...
towards us.
Scared of me? Look at it.
It's not coming towards us. I'm pretty sure it's coming towards us.
It looks like it's...
After being posted, internet users were divided. Some believe that these are just simple balloons. After all, it's quite common for people in Medellin to celebrate December and January with lanterns and balloons. Other internet users...
But the thing is, though, I mean, it probably is. I'm not saying it isn't. But, because that would be the most likely answer. But so I was going to say what I was thinking. But, you know, but the top bit looks too flat. It looks like a UFO. But then again, something that we see, well, we don't see it so well. I'm sure they still do them, but you don't see them so much on TV these days. But you get novelty-shaped hot air balloons, don't you? Because you can get like Darth Vader or Star Wars ones. You know what I mean? So that could be a novelty. It could be an actual hot air balloon, but it's a UFO shape. Do you know what I mean? Just for a novelty.
think that this is possibly one of the best video evidence of UFOs. Now, here are some of the reasons I believe this could be the real deal.
Actually, the best one's the military one, like the Tic Tac. I mean, yeah, you can't see it clearly, but just common sense, isn't it? It's like you look at the physics of how it moves and stuff. It's like we have, you know, even if we have hypersonic aircraft, it doesn't mean we didn't build it, but still, the point is, as far as we're aware of, we haven't built a proper. Thing is, and I don't think I've said this in my videos, the thing I do learn about the military now, any concept art they have, like with Project Aurora, which is a hypersonic fighter, not fighter, well, they could make it to a fighter, but is anything they've got in the artist's illustration, they probably built already. Because don't forget, like, Stealth Fighter was being developed in the 60s and 70s before it was launched in the Gulf War, made its debut. So it's, you know what I mean? So if any ideas we got, I wouldn't put it past them that we could build the stuff. If we've got an idea, vision, if a physicist has got an idea, they've probably got the best physicists at their facilities, because that's what they like to do. They monopolise on the best of the best, and who are a lot smarter than people we see on TV. To build this, my only counter argument to any of this is, if it turned out that we built UFOs, I still would not be disappointed, because logic dictates if we can build them, it only proves that it's possible. Yeah, it only proves that technology is possible. And I mean, for me, the fact we landed on the moon is evidence straight off the bat that it's possible for aliens to come here. You know what I mean? Because we've proved that you can leave a planetary body. And we're only young. And when the universe, and they say now, the universe is 26 point something rather billion years now old, rather than 14, which they first thought was the age before. You telling me that no one's built super advanced spaceships between that time, all that time? You know what I mean? So even if we built it, like I said, it only proves that it can be done. But I think, though, let's just put aside whoever built them to one side. But I think the military one's the best one, because of the way it moves. Because it's like, you can't see it. It's like it's the way it shoots off suddenly. You know what I mean? It's like, if that was a standard terrestrial craft, then the pilot would be strawberry jam. It'd have to be a drone. But then again, the thing about incredible speeds is it's also the flaw or the idea of building a starship. You'll need a computer that's almost like a quantum computer, because you need a computer that can calculate maneuvers at super velocities. You know what I mean? Otherwise you go slamming into a planet when you hit the speed of light. You know what I mean? Because even though you have the deflector dish, which does push you out of the way, that doesn't push enough for you to avoid a planet. You know what I mean? That's a computer. The computer maps it and adjusts course. You just go press a button, sit back, and the computer does the rest. Is the theory, no?
First of all, if we compare lanterns and balloons with her video, it doesn't quite look the same, and some internet users seem to agree. Not only that, in her second video, you can clearly see these objects picking up speed and going up quite fast, so not balloons, nor helicopters or planes.
Sky, like they're going upwards. What the?
Upwards? What the fuck?
Now they're going upwards. That's not helicopter, Bren. They're going upwards all the way to the sky.
What are those?
Definitely UFOs. Like, this is the shape of the UFO.
Brennan. No. Legitimately, like they're literally going upwards. First I thought, okay, it's gotta be a helicopter because it was coming straight. Now they're going...
And to make things even stranger, on that same day, a Twitter user by the name of Joel Hernandez captured something similar on camera, but it's definitely not balloons. Check this out.
Oh, yes, indeed, we do. Come on.
¿Qué diablo es esto? Pasa que era un avión, no un avión. Hay 1, 2, 3, hay 3 ahí. Se están juntando. Yo, that's crazy. Mira, aún sigue ahí estático, no se mueve. Está parado ahí todavía. Tiene rato ahí. Yo no creo que sea un globo, ¿no? Está parado ahí estático. Estoy usando el otro celular ahora. Está raro esa vaina. Mira. ¿Qué diablo es?
Did you see that? What looks like a fleet of objects can be seen in the video. Then one of them seems to blink. Then all of a sudden the unthinkable happens. An object swooshes by and crosses the sky at very high speed.
Mierda.
Whatever's going on here, this is definitely not balloons. This is something else entirely. So whatever's going on here, there are a couple of questions. Is this the same thing that we saw on the moon just a couple of weeks before? Or is this something else? And what is going on here? I want to know your thoughts. What's your take on these mysterious, luminous objects? Now, when it comes to unexplained and strange things, 2024 is already full of them, starting with this bizarre incident that happened recently in Miami. On New Year's Eve, hundreds of cops gathered around the Miami Bayside marketplace, and the reason was unknown.
Oh yeah, the Miami Mall video. This is on that Casper site covered quite a bit actually. Sorry, I was just making notes before I forget. So yeah, that's quite interesting because there's a lot of things, especially the police going on. There's police that saw like a green light come down on their camera, all kinds of weird shit as well. I mean, not in this footage, but yeah, around the area.
At the time of the incident, people started to speculate and try to find out exactly what type of incident would gather so many cops around. Now, it didn't take long before several ideas started to pop up on social media, one of them being of a supposed 10-foot-tall alien that was seen around the mall. Now, even though I did try to find hard evidence of the presence of an alien, I haven't. What I did...
See, that one's fake, because apparently if you listen to Witness, the reason why I know it's fake, because witnesses said they saw 7 to 9 foot tall shadows, yeah? Shadow beings. What's interesting as well, let's just say this is true, right? Let's just indulge this idea. The thing I find interesting is a massive connection. I did a video on it. There seems to be this interconnectedness between jinn, shadow people, extraterrestrials, parallel dimensions, all kinds of stuff. And if you look at the folklore of jinn, I mean, yeah, we see them on videos. They don't look tall, but apparently their actual genuine form, as it were, are 7 to 9 foot tall shadow beings, sort of thing, like with smoky like shadows. Which is interesting considering what they've been saying about this. And the thing is, taking the supernatural, well, mind you, supernatural applies to anything, and it's just another word for saying unexplained or whatever, you know what I mean? But, and sometimes we get confused with that because it doesn't have to be something religious, you know what I mean? It could be something extraterrestrial or interdimensional, or some sort of creature. You know, and if the jinn were beings who are said to live here or been here, then, it's possible that, you know, it's like, I mean, I don't 100% trust the guy when he, but it's like Derek Okora was saying, and stuff about, because when you see a certain frequency of light, you have entities, right? I mean, I didn't necessarily believe what he said, but I thought the concept was interesting as ideas. So you have like entities who are self-aware like we are, and you have creatures who are just simply there, like, you know, a fox, or I'm not saying they're not intelligent, but you know what I mean. You have the ones that just go around doing their thing, and you have actual entities, yeah. But they exist outside our field of view, if that makes sense. Which I find interesting, but it's all interconnected, and I find that interesting stuff. And yeah, and then there's also some interesting police reports around this as well, like a green flare thing come down and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Find, however, was a very strange video coming in from an Instagram account by the name of Jax in the City. Now, Jax in the City was taking a walk at Sunny Isles Beach in Miami, Florida. It was a beautiful day and there was nothing unusual about it. This is until he noticed this very strange phenomenon in the horizon.
What the is that? I come out here all the time.
He saw what looked like a city from very far away. The only problem is, there is absolutely no city visible from Sunny Isles. So he got his camera and immediately began to record. And this is what he saw.
What appear I'm in Miami, near Sunny Isles. I see some weird. I want somebody to help me. So I'm gonna show you some comparisons, right? That's a yacht right there. You can see. That's a sailboat right there that you can see. We'll scan over here real quick. That is a cargo ship right there that you can see. Somebody on a jet ski. What the is that? I come out here all the time. I know what cargo ships look like. That's one right there. This one seems like it's further out behind it. It looks like a city.
I'm not saying it is, but it kind of reminds you of that scene of Battleship, because Battleship looked like an obelisk. When the ship went into the war, it looked like an obelisk, didn't it? How come the others not noticed it? The other these boats.
After being posted, the video caught a lot of attention and internet users were completely baffled by it. Some believe that this is just another cargo ship.
Yeah, because to be fair, when you think about it, the one on the right, actually I was just about to say that, because the one on the right as well, that cargo ship, to be fair, looks flat with some boxes and crates or whatever, and the main bit. That does look city-like, you know what I mean? So if you have a cargo ship with loads of crap on it, it might, different like cargo height things, shipment, you know what I mean? Then it's going to have a sort of blocky look, isn't it?
And it could be, even though it doesn't look like one. Others believe that this could be a Fata Morgana, which is a complex form of superior mirage visible in a narrow band right above the horizon. But this would mean that there's an object there, either a boat or a city, which is most likely not the case. Not only that, a Fata Morgana looks like the object is floating in the horizon, which isn't what's going on here, so I would say that this is something else.
Yeah, we can't really tell from where he's looking, can you?
Other internet users suggest that this is a phantom city, called the City of Berengan. Now, the Phantom City of Berengan is a mythical city compared to El Dorado or the sunken city of Atlantis. Berengan is said to be located in the province of Samar, an island in the Philippines. And according to local folklore, the population of Berengan comprises of supernatural beings, the Encantos. Now, the Encantos are described as shapeshifters who can actually take the human form. And while in their human form, they are said to lack a philtrum between their nose and lips. Now, here's where things get interesting. A small number of people actually claim to have seen the city. And according to folk stories, most of the people who claim to have seen the city have been victims of being possessed by demons. There were also reports of satellite images from a Japanese company that allegedly show brightly lit tracts of land in the region, which led the Japanese to believe that there are rich deposits of gold and uranium in the suspected area. They began work immediately, setting up a large worksite in the town of San Jorge. But mysterious accidents and mishaps plagued the project from the start, forcing the Japanese company to shut down operation and abandon the project. Now, even though there's no definite proof that this is a phantom city, it is a very interesting theory, and it does raise some very interesting questions.
I wonder if they're connected to the jinn, because you get different varieties of jinn. I think I did a video on it, which you go check out. Like you got in the infrared and all these different types of jinn. You got they're kind of like elemental. Some made of fire, some made of different elements. You know what I mean, or qualities.
But I'm not exactly sure that this is the case. It could be just a cargo ship, even though it doesn't look like one. Or it could be maybe a glitch in the simulation.
That could be. I think it's cargo ship.
Everybody knows something's up. Everybody knows. That is not normal. Everyone is looking up, wondering why the sky is split.
Or maybe even something else entirely.
That's not split, it's light. You know what I mean? If you've got, because you definitely got a flare there and a flare here. I mean, it's not possible for there to be straight lines in nature, if that makes sense, but that's most likely a flare like that, because unless, of course, you go right up to it or zoom right in with a telescope to see, you know what I mean? It's
something not of this world. But who knows? I want to know your thoughts. What do you really think that Jackson the City captured on camera that day?
I think it's a cargo ship. But it's a weird placement of cargo, though. That's the thing in it. It's not.
In the southern parts of Brazil, there is a place called Ilha do Mel in the state of Paraná. Now, this is one of those beautiful places that you usually see in movies and would definitely want to travel to. The thing about it is, there's also a very strange and mysterious background to this place. There are several strange stories about a cave that is inhabited by humanoid beings that live in the water. There's also a very strong link to the natives that once inhabited this land. It is said that natives commonly saw humanoid beings that supposedly protected the island and lived hidden in the woods. And there's also many reports of the presence of UFOs.
Nossa, olha que lindo. É mais de 3 minutos que eu tô vendo. Só que meu celular tá com pouca bateria. Objetos não identificados.
Tá vendo a luz vermelha, mano?
Tá lá parado, cara. Que doideira, mano. Eles estão vindo. Galera, não vamos... Olha lá, ó. Eu tô filmando, mano.
Now, if these stories are the real deal, I'm not so sure. What I do know, however, is that a couple of days ago, Sarah Dalette recorded one of the most mysterious videos while her and her friends were going for a hike. I understand that they were hiking towards the beach when all of a sudden something caught their attention. Very, very tall being could be seen on top of a mountain. They got their cameras and immediately began to record. And this is what they saw.
Com o zoom aqui dá pra ver ele se mexendo melhor.
It's a weird pose, isn't it? Weird arms, like solid, yeah, rigid arms.
Ele é mais ou menos do tamanho daquela árvore lá, ó. Entendeu? Ele é grande.
After a while, the tall humanoid being begins walking down the mountain, and what's impressive is the speed at which it does. Check this out.
Ó, ele tá no meio do morro. Olha ele no meio do morro.
Ele vai ser camufladão,
a gente tá 1,5 km daqui, né? Olha só, ele tá descendo agora. Ele tá descendo aqui, ó.
Gente, é muito rápido.
Cara, menos de 1 minuto. Olha só.
Não, gente, vamos lá, mãe. Vamos.
Não, olha lá.
Gorilla, fucking hell.
Tá conseguindo ver ele ainda? Aham. Direção essa perna.
What at first looks like a very, very tall human being can be seen on top of a mountain in Ilha do Mel, Paraná. Then all of a sudden this thing starts walking down pretty fast. And when it reaches a certain point, you can clearly see that this thing is at least 10 foot tall. Not to mention the way it moves and its odd features. Whatever this thing is, there's something very strange about it, and I guess this is exactly what caught Sarah and her group's attention.
Ele foi descendo.
É o gigante mesmo. Não, ele vai pra algum lugar, velho.
Gente, olha o tamanho do cara lá.
Olha a rapidez. Caiu atrás da pedra.
At a certain point in the video, you can clearly see what looks like a 10-foot-tall, pale humanoid being. Whatever this thing is, it caught Sarah's attention, but not only her attention. After being posted, it amassed thousands of views and hundreds of comments, and people were talking about it all over the internet. What is this mysterious tall being in Ilha do Mel? Some internet users suggested that this is a prank from Sarah and her friends, and it could be. While others left comments saying that this is most likely a giant, very similar to the one seen in Mexico and many other places. The video caught so much attention that even soccer players were making jokes about being the 10-foot-tall alien.
Realmente era eu, ser estranho de 3 metros de altura na Ilha do Mel. Não era eu. Eu deixei nos comentários, eu também achei que eu tivesse deixado claro que era um vídeo irônico. Eu nunca nem fui pra Ilha do Mel.
Now, even though there's no definite proof that this is a giant, there's something really odd about it. The way it moves, how fast it moves, how tall it is, not to mention the fact that it looks like it's really pale and using some sort of robe.
Well, saying that, I'm not saying it is, but to be fair though, if you're going downhill, I mean, you are moving pretty fast. It's easier to go downhill than uphill.
What is going on here? I want to know your thoughts. Do you think that maybe this is just a prank from Sarah's friends?
But considering the size of the building next to it and that ledge, it's a bit interesting, isn't it?
Or is it possibly the real deal? And maybe Sarah caught something extraordinary that day. Maybe a giant.
Nos invaden los gigantes.
And if so, does it have any connection with the previous sightings of supposed giants that have been happening all over the world? What's your take? Now just imagine the following.
See, I did was one guy filmed it. Apparently the military got involved, but then again, we only have his word on it. And, you know, apparently the building where he saw this giant was built there, right? But who knows? Who can say? We don't have his word for it, but yeah.
Situation. It's late at night and you're just about to go to sleep. So you sat your phone, your car keys, and your wallet in that same exact spot you always do. You wake up the next day, but your car keys isn't there, and you have two sets of identical phones, and you're pretty sure you only have one. You immediately start feeling as if reality switched somehow, or something happened, something you can't explain. Now, even though this is the sort of thing you would see in a sci-fi movie, it's been happening more and more with loads of people all over the world.
I just found this ring in a box. I'm like, oh, my ring fell off. No, it didn't. It's the same.
Your hands are literally
I'm shaking. It's so weird.
Well, that's a bit. A lot of these Mandela effects are a bit crazy. Some of them have gone off the rails completely, and some of them are not just coincidence or mismemory. But there's one that's the one that's it's named after. I kid you not. I am one of the people who suffered from the Mandela effect, and that is. I thought. So I'll take my wrist bracer off. That Nelson Mandela died because literally I remember seeing his funeral on TV and all that sort of stuff, and then there we go. My bracelet broke. Then further down the road, was it 2016 or something, died? They had a thing on this magazine saying, oh, he died, etc. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I thought he died years ago. And a lot of people did, because we all remember his funeral, seeing it on TV. Mental.
I'm losing my mind right now, and I need someone to tell me if I'm crazy. Have you seen those videos where people are like, I'm stuck in the Matrix, my life is glitching out? Can somebody please explain to me how I'm sitting here doing my little thing, making TikToks. I'm looking on my desk, and I see this. What the hell is this? What is this? Because it looks like it's my nails, right? Girl, I've got all my nails. And I want to specify, this is the first time I have ever had this design. I'm kind of really freaked out right now, but I'm trying to stay calm and, like, come up with some kind of solution as to why this would be here.
Now, this is the sort of situation people would never expect it to actually happen. But when it does, it gives out this creepy and strange feeling, as if we're living in some sort of simulation and for some mysterious reason it might be breaking apart.
And it wouldn't be CERN as well, because people say, oh, CERN did something. But let's just say, theoretically speaking, considering how we think time travel works in quantum mechanics, it's very much, basically, if you've seen Avengers Endgame, that's how it works. So let's just say the CERN particle accelerator created this disturbance in space-time and caused a ripple effect in time. If changes did occur, you wouldn't notice it. It's not like Back to the Future. You know what I mean? It's like, if see, with Back to the Future, the branch reality, they lived in that same branch reality. You know, the one that Biff Tanner created. Well, that wouldn't happen, you see. If they went back to the present, it would be normal. What happened is Biff's older self created a branch off. The only way to live that branch off reality is if you stayed in 1954 and lived out that time sort of thing, if that makes sense, yeah? Because in essence, when you go back in time, you're still going forward. Your world cone, your lifeline, you're bending it backwards, so you're actually going forward in time, not backwards in time. So in a way, like the multiverse, it's spaghetti. Unless, of course, you had a sophisticated... it's basically that thing Tony Stark did. Unless, of course, you had something like a inversed Mobius strip, where literally your whole course is to the dot accurately plotted. You get basically like the Flash film. The difference between the Flash film and Endgame is Tony Stark already knew what, say, Bruce Wayne knew about the spaghetti, yeah? He knew that it was going to be a spaghetti. It's like you could end up in any... It's like if you go back in time and save Abraham Lincoln, what happens is you're saving someone else's Abraham Lincoln. You're not saving your own. So you need to... You know, and it's quite funny because nobody appreciates that part of the film, because it's a work of genius. Because what he did was a work of genius, because either you have what he did, or you have, say, like a TARDIS, which is what the machine Doctor Who has. And the incredible thing about that machine is it can map out the spaghetti, as it were, the timey-wimey, yeah? That's what it means by timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. It's just fucking spaghetti. It's a mess. There's no way to explain it. So unless, of course, and so the Flash, he just went back in time. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Which is also why when he went to the present, he thought, oh, everything's all fine and dandy. Well, not really. What happened is he ended up in a branch reality or at some spaghetti junction where it's like, oh, I'm back. And it's like, there's a different Batman. So he's effectively gone to another universe where events played out the same, but this time you had George Clooney as Batman. So, you know what I mean? And the thing is, because he didn't know what he was doing, that's why it was such a biscuit. That's why he got stuck in the biscuit, like a fulcrum, you know, all this sort of stuff. So, the problem is, if it's to do with time travel, you wouldn't notice it, if that makes sense, yeah? Not much would change. That's why it doesn't make sense for aliens to come back in time to try and save the Earth. If aliens are us from the future trying to save the Earth, it's not going to happen. I mean, okay, you could argue it may not happen, but they may think of it as in, okay, we can't save our own world, but perhaps if we go back in time, we can create a branch reality, another kept timeline. Because, like Star Trek, for example, you got the Prime timeline, you got the Kelvin timeline. So you could say, oh yeah, but they could be creating their version of a Kelvin timeline, which we're living in now. You know what I mean, sort of thing. But yeah, the other theory is also because there's all kinds of weird particles that we're discovering now, and things doing weird shit. It's going to take a long time to cover, but yeah, when you read certain things like neutrinos, all kinds of weird shit going on, some theorise it could be that sometimes they merge or cross or vibrate, so you have memories of, you know what I mean? Anyway, there's loads you can go to. I'll let you look it up.
Now this is exactly what happened with Thamaris, a travel enthusiast that lives in Indonesia. And most of his videos are focused on traveling from one city to the other and showing these beautiful and amazing places. But there's one specific video where something really odd happens. Pay very close attention.
Kita akan tiba di stasiun Lombok. Bagi Anda yang akan mengakhiri perjalanan di stasiun Lombok, kami harap untuk mempersiapkan diri, periksa dan teliti kembali barang bawaan Anda.
Did you see that? What at first looks like a very normal situation is actually one of the creepiest I've ever seen so far. If you pay very close attention, you'll notice that Fumi's friend is apparently sleeping. He has both his eyes closed. Then the camera pans a bit to the right, and this is when you realize that he has his eyes open in the mirror's reflection.
Bagi Anda yang akan mengakhiri perjalanan di stasiun.
After being posted, the video amassed millions of views, and people all over the world were trying to find out if this was an illusion, a legit glitch in the Matrix, or maybe something else entirely. Some internet users left comments saying that this could be a boat in the glass, in other words, an illusion. Others state that this is most likely the eyes of the person recording reflecting on the mirror. Now, even though there's a really big chance that this is just an illusion of some kind, there's still something strange about this video, and I'm not exactly sure what. Some sort of paranormal activity maybe, or a legit glitch in the Matrix. But when it comes to these strange glitches caught on camera, it doesn't stop there. Just a couple of days ago, an internet account by the name of NotJet had a very strange encounter while at sea. Now, usually not Jad posts videos of his daily routine working at a ship that does STS operations in the Philippines and also other regions. It was while recording the beautiful scenery as he usually does that he noticed something really odd. He continued on recording.
I wouldn't say they're freaky, or I wouldn't say they're creepy, but they're definitely a bit bizarre, aren't they?
And this is what he saw. Check this out. Did you see that? If you watch closely, it looks as if the passengers on the boat appear to slowly fade away. After being posted, the video amassed thousands of views and hundreds of comments, and internet users were divided.
Could be
Some
blending in the
believe that
water.
this is a legit capture of a ghost or a djinn, while others state that this is a glitch in the simulation. And a few others believe that this is an illusion, a trick of shadow or light. Now, even if it...
Yeah, because if they're wearing... That's the thing as well, you've got to be careful, you see. If you're wearing sort of charcoal black or grey, if you've got a dark background, it's what I kind of learned that, grey is the best camouflage in the woods. For animal hunting, at least, anyway, because the way they see. Pardon me. And those people on the boat there, they're wearing dark clothing. So you've got the side bit here, they're going near. And as you can see, you've got basically got the side bit. And the boat's coming here. Well, that if you look along that bit there, on that side of the water, it's all shadowy and dark. So they're going to blend in. So from that distance, just because you zoom right in, it looks like they faded away, if that makes sense, blended in.
It doesn't explain something that many users pointed out. And this is the fact that in the very beginning of the video, it looks as if many of the people inside the boat appear to be headless. What is going on here? Now, I've talked about certain legends of people who appear to be headless in pictures and videos, mainly in the Philippines, and it's somewhat related to the presence of a manananggal, a creature or an entity that lurks in the darkness. Now, in the Philippines, it is said that when you see a picture or a video of a headless person, it's most likely because the manananggal was close by. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is what's going on in this particular video, but it's really odd. I want to know your thoughts. What do you really think is going on here? Is this just an illusion, or maybe the presence of the manananggal, or maybe even something else entirely? What's your take?
Because you've got dark bit of like water there, innit? And if you've got dark hair, or I'm thinking they look like they're completely faded there. Oh,
in the realms of the paranormal and supernatural,
it could be an illusion meets glitch. Who knows today? It's weird.
Encounters. There's one specific story that caught my attention this week.
Oh my god.
Tesla baby.
How are you doing that? Why?
Tesla baby, or was it a baby Festa?
Come to the kitchen here. Say hi, Bernard. He never lets me. And then I see that.
A video of a man who played around with Ouija boards.
Oh my god. Don't you see that? Fucking hell. How's she calm though? Odd shit, a brick. You know what I mean? You just pan it and there's two shadowy people with glowing eyes looking at you. Fucking hell, man. I'll be getting the salt. I'll be going fucking Sam Winch. No, Dean's a tough one. I'll be doing a Dean Winchester. So if I was in America... See, that's the thing is, if I was in America... And you know what, you're very superstitious in America, aren't you? But actually, the other day, was it another video I mentioned? You know, sometimes farmers, I'm not sure they still do it these days, but I'm pretty sure some of you might still do this, but where they put, instead of buckshot, you put salt crystals. And it occurred to me, it's funny, because the salt border is actually a legit spiritual or occult thing, or which, you know, thing that you do in rituals or to protect you. You can create a circle, salt and all sorts of stuff, or put it along the doors to block out spirits, negative spirits. That's an actual thing. You know, Supernatural got their research from looking at occult stuff. It's just they put it into a story. Except they added the element with the different ammo for shotguns, which is genius. I think, you know, I don't know if anyone else thinks this as well. Let me know in the comments below if you thought that was genius. I mean, seriously, it's like, okay, iron. So, you know, legend has it that witches don't know exist, but witches or something like that were weak to iron. So you have like an iron buckshot. Ghosts and demons or something like that, or, you know, salt, something pure like salt. So you have like salt buckshot. It's genius. So, but you know, it's like, I'd be having a double barrel, like a thing, you know, like a Dean Winchester number, and I'll be getting the salt out, you know, I'll be dousing that place. Like, come on then, you know what I mean? I'll be like letting off a few rounds, and the cops will be like, what the fuck? I'm like, there's two shadow bastards glowing eyes in my lounge, mate.
Expecting it to be a joke, but found out in a terrifying way that it wasn't. Now the Ouija board, known to some as a simple game, and to others as a tool for spiritual communication,
and has been debunked by science,
first became popular in the US in the late 19th century.
It's a novelty toy.
During a time when fascination with the afterlife was at its peak, and initially designed as a parlor game without any overt associations with the occult, it became a conduit for those seeking to connect with the world beyond.
What the fuck was that?
And even though to this day experts and scientists have not confirmed the existence of ghosts or paranormal entities, it's still common knowledge that playing around with these things isn't exactly the wisest thing.
Sorry, but that's nonsense. I got a Ouija board, and anyway, apparently just owning one opens up a portal to spirits and shit. Not really. I mean, it makes a good conversation piece, and that's it. I didn't. You know, I haven't wasted my money. You know what I mean? It's a good conversation piece. It's a good laugh. A lot of time you'll find that it's someone else in your group removing it without them knowing it. Because the thing is, if you notice as well, Ouija boards only work for those who believe in them. Why is that then? So I mean, because you know, so it's like, because was it subconscious? There's a name for it, a specific name for it. It's like subconscious muscle movement. Even though on a conscious level, you think, oh, nothing's going to happen. Because you're freaked out by its reputation, you expect something to happen. So on the subconscious level, you manifest it, if that makes sense. You mean?
It was, however, what Mehdi Megaracci did when he played around with the Ouija board, expecting nothing much to happen afterwards. But soon he learned it wasn't exactly like that. It didn't take long before Mehdi started noticing strange things going on in his house. At first he thought he was going crazy, but then he was pretty sure he wasn't. This is one of his first videos. Check this out.
Bro, so I'm playing COD. I got my headset on. I got 1 year on, 1 year off. And I hear somebody whisper in my ear, bro. This is insane. So I go back to playing COD, and then somebody touches my foot, bro. So that's how I know. There's something in this.
Oh, I love this guy.
There's something in this.
He's like the one who goes, bro.
House. There's a ghost, and I've been saying it for years. And look at the drawer. It's open.
After recording what he believes to be the presence of a ghost inside his home, Mehdi is now completely freaked out. But not knowing exactly how to deal with this, he continues on living his life just as usual, expecting things to cool down.
To be fair though, can I just say, there's also, he's probably faked it, but at the same time he seems legitimately scared. But to be fair, can I just say, if you are someone who's faking content and you've fooled loads of subscribers, loads of people, can I just say to you, why are you wasting your time on YouTube then? Seriously. If you could, you know, putting the paranormal footage aside, if you can fool people into thinking that you're genuinely scared, that you think this is genuinely happening, I'm sorry, but that makes you a good actor. So if you are faking content and, you know, convincing people or acting very, or you seem very convincing to millions of people, thousands of people, why are you wasting time on YouTube? Go and get an acting job. Because you've got a natural knack for it then. You're displaying that you've got a knack for it.
And this is what happens next.
Bro, I'm playing COD, and look at this door.
Bro.
You cannot make... Look at this. Bro. Nobody is home. My family is in Cancun, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Bro!
It is common knowledge to ghost hunters that you should never interact with the spirit inside your home. But Matty didn't know that, and he went about and opened the bathroom door, and this is when things started to escalate real quick.
Bro!
Hang on, what's that?
Bro, nobody is home. My family is in Cancun, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Bro!
It is common knowledge to ghost hunters that you should never interact with the spirit inside your home. But Matty...
Which, again, was it Dark Knight Horror said as well, or was it Dark Knight Horror? Something like that. It's nonsense. It's like the Joker, was it the guy who did the scary movie, where it's like, they ignore the ghosts and then it started trashing the place to it just intensified. It doesn't make a difference if you open the door. It's like if your front door's going, if a ghost is hitting your front door, let's just say it's real, right? And the ghost is banging on your front door. It doesn't make any difference if you open the door or not. It's doing that for psychological effect. Ghosts can walk through walls. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? And it's all fair and good also saying, oh, you should never interact. I'm sorry, but the other flaw to this is by being scared and by being aware that the door's moving and by being scared of that, on a level, you've acknowledged it. So you can't not acknowledge it. You'd literally have to ignore shit, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just stupid. It's just a stupid rule of thumb. And not every single ghost person believes that. It's just nonsense.
He didn't know that, and he went about and opened the bathroom door, and this is when things started to escalate real quick.
Bro!
But he's already acknowledged it. It's too late. It's like, what? You mean? Again, it's also a mute point because he's already acknowledged it anyway, so silly.
What? Bentley?
It was going to escalate anyway, but it's also strange the dog isn't reacting. Dogs will fucking freak out.
Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now?
Cats couldn't give a shit, but dogs would actually.
What?
You know.
Bro! Bro! Holy... Why is this door open? What the is going on?
Now completely freaked out about it, Maddie runs outside to see if things cool down. And this is what happens the next day.
Legitimately scared,
Bro, I'm playing COD, my whole PlayStation turns off, and this door opens up by itself, and it was closed because What the was that? What? And the light's going again. And the light's going again. And right there is light switches to that light. And guess what else I'm about to tell you? Nobody's home. Oh my God, bro. It's coming in threes.
I know people take the piss out of him going bro, but it's an adorable quality, you know what I mean? It's not, and we don't mean it in a nasty way, but it's like every sentence he says, he goes like, bro, oh my God, bro.
It's coming in threes.
That's what she said.
Honestly.
It's coming in threes, that's what she said. Behave.
I'm scared as hell right now. Lucy is scared right now too, actually. Oh my God, bro. I really don't want to look behind this door.
Turn the fucking light on.
Oh my God, bro. What the... Bro? Bro. What is going on here, bro? I gotta get out of here, bro.
Now scared and completely creeped out about this entire situation, Maddie seems exhausted. He gets his dogs and
Dogs
goes
aren't trying to
outside,
fucking sleep,
but
mate.
this time he doesn't return. He stays at his girlfriend for the next couple of months to see if these paranormal and mysterious events would stop. But apparently they never did. I'm not exactly sure if what's happening with Maddie is the real deal or not, but it seems that most internet users are convinced that it is. I want to know your thoughts. Do you think that Maddie was being haunted by a supernatural force?
If not, he should be on TV, mate. I should tell you. Get an acting career.
Or do you think there was something else going on there? What's your take? So this is it for now, but we do have more videos. Don't forget to check them out. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on for more videos like this. Also, if you want to send me strange stories and videos, thatimpossiblechannel@gmail.com. And I'll see you guys again.
Right. Well then, that's impossible. Let me know in the comments below what you think. What do you think of those? Yeah, what would you say about them? And what would your explanations be? And do you agree with some of my explanations? So like some of the balloons and this. I mean, let me know. So anyway, thanks for sitting here and watching this with me, and thanks for listening to waffle on a bit. But you know, I know I sometimes waffle on a bit, quite a lot of it. But at the end of the day, I want you to get to know me as well. You know, it's just me sitting there going, ooh, it's easy going. Anyway, thanks again as always, and also, you know, welcome to any new subscribers, and also thanks again to all of my current subscribers for helping me keeping this channel going. So anyway, take care, folks. Bye.
We'll be right back.